Here we are at a busy intersection in Virginia, starting another Maverick podcast. Oh, I'm sorry. Can't see me? Well, in this new feature on the Maverick podcast called Let's Talk About, we're going to tell you why it's dumb to ride your bicycle on the sidewalk as a teenager or adult here in America or North America. So let's get into it. But before we do, please hit the like and subscribe button so YouTube's algorithm will keep us sharing bike love worldwide. And consider becoming a Patreon and help supporting the channel so we can share that bike love with everyone, regardless of income, status, whatever. Today we're not going to talk about the crappy car-centric designs and layouts that our inept urban planners have given us here in North America. There are already two really good shows on YouTube that cover that. Not Just Bikes and City Beautiful. I'll put links in the description down below, and you can look at those later. They're incredible, and they do a great job of talking about it. Today we're going to accept these things as reality and talk about why you should not ride your bike on the sidewalk. Okay, so I've got my coffee, my lunch, my phone, and I'm about to go outside to my unnecessarily large, gas-guzzling urban assault vehicle, pile my one or more kids in it who are screaming and fighting, and go out into the world. Ready? Look, you can debate that that's a bad way for people to live all you want, but you're going to lose that debate every single time underneath the wheel of a 3-ton SUV.
Oh, God. Oh, the humanity. Oh, God.
Every time. So beyond the bush that blocks the oncoming rider going the proper way with traffic on the sidewalk, me trying to cross 4 lanes of busy Virginia Parkway, the sun in my face, there also may be a rider from over here. And I'm looking left because that's where the traffic comes from in America. And I roll forward because I want to get past this bush to see the road, and I end up being in the intersection where the bike would cross. Somebody comes from this side and they're dead. Some other things to look out for: vehicles parked at the end of the cul-de-sac, right in the way of those sidewalks. Now, as a person riding the sidewalk, you may be thinking to yourself, well, I ride with traffic, so everything's going this way, right? Well, that's all well and good. You still have the bush that you saw in the previous video blocking the driver's view from you. You also have traffic behind you who may be trying to advance and turn in before you get there because they think they're faster than you. In most cases they are, but based on whether or not they're judging it properly, and people's depth perception sucks. Whether they're in a car or on a bicycle, doesn't matter. Trust me, ask me how I know. They'll turn in front of you and you'll broadside them. And you're going to lose because you're on a bicycle and not in a 3-ton SUV.
Oh, God. Oh, the humanity. Oh, God.
Or you won't see them, or you'll be looking for them, and the traffic will come up, as we just mentioned, and you're screwed. Either way, the worst place to be is for you on the sidewalk, when you should be in the street with a helmet and lights, driving along, following the rules of the road in your driver's manual, as it says. Bicycles are treated like cars. Get your happy ass in the street where you belong. Regardless of how many people yell at you or how much they bitch, hanging out of the vehicles, get off the road! They're idiots. You belong in the street. Safely riding along, not on the sidewalk, being blocked by obstructions and flying through intersections where cars are trying to get out of neighborhoods and may not even be looking for you. But Rob, if I'm on the sidewalk, I don't have to worry about traffic so much and it's dangerous. Yes, it can be dangerous. But here are some other things that might be dangerous that you're just not thinking about while you're on the sidewalk. Dogs being walked. Runners. Children on bicycles. Sunlight obstructing the view of people who are trying to turn in or out of your intersection. The list goes on, people. It's just not safe to be there. You should be over here, on the road, helmet, lights, everything, where you belong, according to the rules that everyone's supposed to follow. This episode is Bill approved. He wants to remind you that YouTube's algorithm only shares our content with other people who love cycling if you hit like and subscribe. So help us out. So when is it okay to ride on the sidewalk on your bike? For me, I think there's only one time, and that's when you're actually with your small children teaching them how to ride a bicycle, and it's the only place you can do it. You're with them, everybody's got their safety equipment, and you're going to be stopping at intersections. That's really the only time. If you're a teenager or an adult and you're riding on the sidewalk, you're putting yourself and everyone else at risk. The walkers, the runners, all those people. People with dogs on leashes. I see it all the time. Kids flying by, especially teenagers, no helmet, flying by people walking their dogs, surprising them, not saying on their left or anything, because, So really, you need to get off the sidewalk, put your helmet and lights on, and ride down the road per page 19 of the Virginia Driver's Manual, or whatever page is in your state. It's a safer way to be for everyone. So that's it for this new segment of the Maverick Cyclist. Let's talk about. Hope you found it informative. And get out there, get on your bicycle, just do it properly, and be safe. So come on, let's ride. Consider supporting the channel by becoming a Patreon so we can share more bike love worldwide. If you do, you'll be automatically entered in periodic raffles of bicycles from my collection. And don't forget to pick up your swag from this episode or any of our episodes at the Maverick Store.